What is up, Legendary fam? Kimberly Glizio here. Sorry for not posting in a long time. The videos that I usually do, crazy things have been happening, and I'm here to update you on that. For one, I started college. This fall is going to start my second year of college, and I've been having a pretty good start. I'm trying to be a better person and a better student at the same time. Not really willing to talk about that extensively as of right now. As for videos, there are some things to look forward to and some things that I never finished. If you guys remember from my last question video that I did with Morgan, I said that I was going to have my mom come here and do a question video with me. We did it. We filmed it and I edited like half of it. It's unfinished and it's still there waiting to be completed. Not 100% sure if I'm going to finish it because we filmed it last year. Over a year ago, actually. But if you guys would like to see it, let me know. I'll finish it. I'll post it. Gwen is actually no longer here. If you remember our 4th of July video, most of her house was empty. It's because she was moving. She's moved to Germany. She's still in Germany. She's graduated high school. She went to prom. She has friends up there. And at one point last year, she came down and we did a question video together. I'll put a link in the description for her video because we did it at the same time and we did it for each other's channels, and she has it up on her channel already. I never got around to editing it, and since she has it up on her channel and because it's been so long, not 100% sure. There is a third video that I did with Dylan where I was inspired by Lauren Z-Side to do an app game video. I screen recorded it on my phone and planned to send it into my iPad to show what we were doing. When I went to stop the screen recording on my phone, I realized that none of it recorded at all. And I was going to fix that by putting up screenshots of what we were seeing by me just restarting the game altogether. But again, not 100% sure. I didn't even tell Dylan about this because I didn't know what he was gonna think. So Dylan, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I should have just been open, but I didn't know what you were gonna say. So that's still there. And also, there's a 4th video that I did all before that. It's a vlog. All the footage is still on my phone of my 18th birthday with Sam, Dylan, and Morgan, and we all went to Miami. And I still have all that footage. What I'm missing is the photos that my parents took. And we just totally forgot about it. So maybe if you guys want to see it, I will absolutely ask them to send me the photos that they have. And I'll put it together and I'll show you. As for the future, we have some star-stable things to look forward to because my friend Jules and I, we're like horse sisters at this point. We've been building this club from the ground up, like the club that I did the last video. We've been building it from the ground up. We got 2 new members, so it's 4 of us now, not just me and Jules. I know that there's more members coming in the future, so again, if you guys are interested, I'll put that video in the description as well. And both of our social media accounts are going to be in that video's description. If you ever had any questions, you can always put them in the comments or ask us. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. And she and I are going to be doing a lot of horse vlogs. Like I said, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was going to do some stuff with the horses, Titan and Bentley. You guys will see them if you go take a look at my TikTok, but we're going to be doing a lot more videos with those if my riding instructor is going to be okay with it. And we're going to be doing some stuff there because I want to add more horse content to my channel. Actually, there's 2 star-stable videos planned for the future. We have a Google Translate one, like the Polka Park one that I did with Sam. Back to the table. The wall is gone. And we have a randomness one planned out. And we're really looking forward to doing both of them. And also in the near future, we're going to do another Disney vlog. My friend Lee is going to be coming down from New York and we're going to be doing that Disney vlog together. We're going to be talking about a few things. We're going to be exploring the parks and we're going to be dressing up to take pictures with the golden 50th anniversary statues that are only going to be out this year, really. And they're going to be gone 2023. So we are making the most of this opportunity. We're going to be going next week and we're oh so excited. So you have that to look forward to. As for how everyone else is doing, Sam and Dylan are both doing great. We had prom finally, it was thanks to Sam and Jules that I was finally able to go, because the school allowed them to invite somebody 20 years old or younger with no criminal background. I'm cleared. Because of them, I was finally able to go and have the experience for myself, an experience that I've wanted to have ever since I was a child, and I was so afraid that COVID took that away from me forever. I couldn't stop thanking them when that happened, and to be honest, I still can't stop thanking them now. So if you guys are watching, thank you guys so much. It really means the world to me. Sam and Dylan are both still doing great. I still see them every once in a while. I don't see them as often as I should, but I absolutely see them, and I really should do more videos with them that I'm actually going to post. As for Gwen, like I said, she's in Germany. We still keep in touch. We're still really, really close. As for Morgan, that whole thing is a completely different story, and she and I are no longer friends. I will explain this right now. If Morgan sees this, I'm sorry that I'm going to be saying all this, but I can't really keep silent about this. This is an update video. People want to hear an update, so I'm gonna tell them what happened as open-minded as I can. But even though all of it went down, I still don't fully understand why, because I never did anything to her. Everything that I do and that I say, I always have other people in mind. It's not as often that I have myself in mind with certain actions or certain words. As for Morgan, I do believe that some of it stemmed from her vaping. I did warn her that if she continued vaping and didn't make the effort to slow down or stop, then it would just get worse. It would get worse in her lungs, it would get worse in her head, and the addiction would lead to something bad. And turns out she didn't listen, and it's exactly as I said. Things got bad. As for what happened, some of it is between her and her family. Every time I would go over, anytime anybody else would go over, actually, I would ask Jules about it. I would hear the same thing that I experienced, where whenever anybody in her family would be having a conversation, whether that be like between her parents or between her brothers or anybody that's like not her, I would barely hear it because it would be normal, right? Whenever Morgan would have a conversation with anybody, it was hardly even a conversation. It was her yelling at her family, whether it be her brothers, her mom, her dad. She just yells at them. Sometimes they don't yell back, other times they do yell back. And I would always be stuck either in the same room or in the next room listening to that. I've never been so nervous going to somebody's house ever in my life. And that put me in a position that I never wanted to be in. I didn't have anything to say. I have nothing to say besides what happened and how it made me feel. I know that like we've been friends for a long time now, and I know people are like, people change and whatnot. Well, she did, and I think she changed for the worse, because that was, of all the things that she was doing, that like yelling at her family anytime that she wanted to talk to them is probably the most tame in my opinion. There was one situation where she wanted me to go with her to City Place, because I'm gonna say these in quotes because she had met them on Discord, her friends and boyfriend that didn't live anywhere near her. She'd never met them in person. They were finally all gonna be in the same spot that day that I was hanging out with her, and they were all gonna be at City Place like right then, and she wanted to go up and meet them in person. Okay, cool. But I had no idea who these people were gonna be. And I am not always cool with meeting strangers that I met online in person, especially since she didn't know these guys for like a few months or whatever. She only knew them for like a month at most or something. And she wanted me to go because she needed somebody there whose phone had service, because her parents don't pay for service or data on her phone. I'm starting to think that there was a certain reason as to why, but I didn't want to go. But she didn't take no for an answer. Instead, she was politely begging me to go with her, telling me that she would include me as with everything that they were doing. I'm sure she would. That still wouldn't help me feel any more comfortable. Who are these people, right? After I don't remember exactly how long. I do think it was between a half hour to an hour. That's give it a time frame of how long she was begging me for. And I finally said yes, specifically to get her to shut up, and was praying that her mom would say no. At the same time, I was keeping my mom posted on everything that she was saying, everything that we were gonna do, because I did not feel safe with this. So I told my mom everything, knowing that if anything was gonna happen, she would be right there and she would know everything that happens. And my mom knew about that and said okay. And thankfully, her mom said no. However, that took a bad turn. I'm getting a headache just by thinking about this. She was yelling at her mom for 5 minutes, came back in, opened up her backpack, and took out her vape and went ham on it into her backpack so that the scent wouldn't go anywhere. Well, guess what? The smoke went everywhere. The secondhand smoking really hurts me. It gives me a headache. The more secondhand smoking I do, the worse my headache gets. And by the way, I do remember telling her not to bring her vape to my house, or if she does, to vape outside. And she would continue to vape every once in a while in my room. She does not take no for an answer. And she would sit there going ham on her vape in that backpack for a good, another 5 minutes, go back out there, yell at her mom again, come back in, another 10 minutes, going ham on her vape. Right then, I gave her another warning of exactly what that was going to do, because she thinks that helps her. I'm sure it does. The addiction makes you think that it's helping you. It makes your behavior and your thinking and any depression or anxiety or stress or anger a lot worse. I was telling her that because I care. I did not want her to go down a road where life was gonna keep being hard on her because of how she would talk to other people. I wanted to help her stop so that her life would get better going down the road. But instead, she just kept going, thought that nothing would happen, and guess what? Right now she's losing friends. And by the time we had dinner, I had a massive migraine. I had pork chops with their family. My mom came and picked me up, and I left. I had a migraine that night until early in the morning, and then I felt better the next day. And I was so afraid to go back to her house. The last time I went to her house was to meet Jules in person for the very first time. We went to Tijuana Flats, we met her there, we all went back to Morgan's house, and we had a great time together. If Morgan didn't change, I think we would have been a great group of three. I had a blast with the three of us there at the same time. We were just having fun. We had a great conversation. We were doing things that we were nostalgic about in our childhood. Ever since that visit, I never went back. I was so afraid to go back. Morgan, every once in a while, would ask me, hey, when do you want to hang out? I said, I don't know. We did call every once in a while. I was fine with that. Going to see her? Never did again. At this point, I don't care. Morgan is gone from our lives, and I was looking forward to doing more videos with her other than just the boat video and the question video. I'm not going to take those down because those videos are going to act as the good memories of the past. I don't want to worry too much about what she did and what's happening now. So Morgan is not going to come up at all. If I use the name Morgan as a joke, then it's going to add to the list. The other one being Haley. For any Haleys that are out there that are watching this, it's nothing personal, I promise you. My childhood school bully was named Haley. So that's why I'm going to use that name. I'm not referring to you. I promise you. It's nothing against you. It's just with her. As for everyone else, my mom is doing great. Everything else is doing great. We are building a pool in the backyard. So I'm going to have my own pool videos And maybe if Gwen wants to come back, she can absolutely come back. We're gonna have a pool at some point during the summer. As for all the good things, at least the pool is being built. My friends are doing great. I'm gonna keep on doing vlogs with them. Again, I'm going to start doing more vlogs with horses. I'm going to start doing more gaming videos, specifically with Star Stable. This is going to be primarily a horse account. And as for the Belisara tributes, from now on, I'm going to save those for special events and birthdays. And maybe exploring the Belisara characters. Not many people are into Belisara, so I'm not sure if many people are going to see it, but I might want to do it at some point. So that's my update. Things are going pretty okay. Let me know what you think. Ask me any questions that you want in the comment section. I will be more than happy to answer any questions. As always, I will see you next time, Legendary fam. Bye.